Hello guys, good morning. Disabled American veteran here living life, currently in beautiful Medellin, Colombia. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about mail. Now, this is something that is very simple in the US. You just give them your address, they put your mail in your mailbox, you go out, you pick it up. But when you're living overseas, it's not that simple. The mail does not work the same way it does in the US. Now, before I left in July, back in March, I gave the VA my full-time address here, which is in the city of El Poblado, Medellin, and they sent mail out. But as of October, the current date, October 20th, I have never received one piece of mail that they send directly to the country. Okay. Now, I've tried to go down to the mailing service here, the mailing center for the city. They don't know what happened to it. So I've given up on trying to get mail locally sent to me. So what I did was I have a mail service, which is called Envios Market. Envios Market is basically a mail service where it allows you to have your mail delivered to an address in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami. And they'll bring your mail from Miami to your current location, okay, which is for me here in Colombia. They do the same thing in all the other countries I've been to. When I was in Costa Rica, they did the same thing. Mexico did the same thing. Dominican Republic does the same thing. So with those though, I use Mailbox Etc. They used to have a Mailbox Etc. here, which is now changed to Envios Market, all right? So that is the easiest way to receive your mail here that I've found. Now, another way you can do is called Ally Express. I've heard people talking about that one as well. But for me, Envios Market works pretty well. Any gadgets or anything I want to get from the States, whether it's shoes, clothes, just my local mail, whatever else it is, I've been using Envios Market. And I receive my mail consistently about 7 to 10 days when it arrives in Miami. I get about a week to 10 days later, okay? Now, the most important part to this is this. It is not free, okay? In the US, they send you mail, you go out to your mailbox, get your mail, you don't pay for it, okay? Unless you're sending something, you just add a postage stamp, you don't pay for it. If you order through Amazon, eBay, Walmart, or whoever, Best Buy, they deliver it, it's usually free. There's usually no charge for delivery, right? Here, no. I don't care if it's one single piece of mail, you gotta pay for it, all right? Nothing when it comes to mail, when it comes from going from the US to coming here, is free of charge, nothing. Now, it works a little different here, depending on the value of whatever it is and the weight will determine whether or not there's extra fees on top of it, like taxes. So you want to keep the weight as low as possible, and you want to keep the amount of the value of whatever it is as low as possible, so you don't have to incur extra fees. So to give you an example, I bought a pair of shoes, right? Had them sent to my address in Miami. They come and they reach me, and it normally costs me anywhere between $12, well, I can say $10 to about $12 for one pair of shoes to have them delivered to me. Now, I know somebody will say, well, why don't you just buy the shoes in the country? I don't know what it is about the shoes here, but they just do not feel the same. They don't have the same amount of cushion inside the shoes that you get from the US. When I buy shoes from here, they always feel like whatever I'm walking on, I can feel it in every shoe. Unlike the US, if I step on the same thing, I don't feel it at all. There's more padding inside the shoes than the shoes are here. So, and I'm saying for me. Now, other people may find the shoes the same, and that's great, but for me, they're not the same. It's the same way with clothes and everything else. It's just not the same. It doesn't have that same feel that I'm accustomed to. So anytime I buy new shirts or whatever, I get them from the US and I have them directly sent here. It's not like I have a ton of stuff anyway, but I wait for the colors or the clothes to wear out, then I order new stuff, and then I'll do that process all over again. But nothing is free, okay? The most I paid, right, when it comes to ordering stuff was probably for that camera that I have over there, my Sony camera. That camera was, with the lens, a little more than $1,000. And I think I paid in taxes around $250, right? That's having it delivered and paying the taxes. So anything that has a high value to it, they're gonna tax you based upon the value. And anything that's, you know, like minor stuff, like when I got this Hero 8 Black that I'm using right now, and I had it sent here, I think I paid $40 in taxes and the delivery charge. So that's $40 for the taxes coming through immigration. Through the inspection for immigration. And then to have it delivered from the mail service to me, that was all included. So it was $40 total, which was still cheaper than buying it here. This same GoPro Hero 8 Black here is over $400. It's now $230 plus the $40 you'll pay $270. You'll still save more than $130 if you buy it from the States and have it delivered to you, is what I'm trying to get at, okay? So the mail service here is not that complicated, okay? So if you have VA and you have Social Security, they need a physical address of where you are, because if you don't give them a physical address and you just give them the Florida address, they're gonna try to set up everything in Florida, whether it be your exams, whether it be appointments, CNP exams, medications, the same with Social Security. They'll set it up to where you have your continuing disability review in Florida, even though you're not in Florida. So you have to explain it to them. And like today, I had to explain it again because they were just trying to send it to the address here in Columbia that I never got. So you have to let them know, this is my physical address, but anything you need to mail to me, you need to mail it to this service. Therefore, I can get it. Okay, and then you let them know, I don't live in Florida. Do not put this as my physical address, just as my mailing address. It's like anything else, guys. If you buy someone a gift and you're buying it with your credit card, they need to know the billing address for your credit card, but they want to know where you want to ship it. Because if it's going to a different address, then you add that different address. And it's no different with this. It's just sometimes with the government, you got to go back and explain it again, because sometimes, just being honest, people can be lazy and they'll just throw something down and move on, and they don't put any information with it. And then when somebody sees it, they sends it to that address, and then they set up everything, but then they forgot to put in there, hey, this guy lives in South America, don't set it up for the US. So I just wanted to make sure I get this information out to you guys. For those of you thinking about coming here and living here, this is the mail service and how it works here. This is the best way I found for me to get my mail from the US, or any deliveries that I want to have from the US. It's still far cheaper than buying a lot of things here. When you buy from the US, and most of you guys will find out when you get here, and I don't do the cheap little local mom and pop spots when it comes to stuff. I just don't trust any of that. I'd rather just get it from where I know it's coming from. I know all my sizes for everything. Get it ordered, get it here, and be done with it, okay? All right, guys, other than that, I am out. Peace. You ladies and gentlemen, have a great day.